Hello, I'm Matthew Suarez. Welcome to Quindecim. This will be the last video that you'll be seeing on this site, and I'd like to say that making these videos was a very interesting experience, and I was able to learn a thing or two about editing while making these. Now, let's get started with... Energy in food is measured by burning food and is measured in calories. 1,000 of these is called a calorie with a capital C. You can also call it a kilocalorie. To get this energy, your body absorbs nutrients, these nutrients being water, carbohydrates, fats, proteins, vitamins, and minerals. Water is needed in many body processes and chemical reactions. Carbohydrates are our main source of energy and is classified as starches and sugars, which offer different amounts of energy. Fats produce cell membranes, myelin sheaths, and certain hormones. They also help the body absorb fat-soluble vitamins, provide cushioning for our bodies, and are classified as unsaturated and saturated fats. Proteins supply raw materials for growth and repair of skin and muscles, and are made up of amino acids, which you get from eating meats, fish, eggs, beans, and rice. Vitamins are a bit more complicated, since there are many of them that do different things, like vitamin A, which helps with the growth of skin cells, and vitamin K, which is needed for normal blood clotting. Minerals are similar to vitamins in the fact that there are a lot of different types, some of these minerals being calcium, which helps with bone and tooth formation, sodium, which keeps body water balance, and zinc, which is a component of certain digestive enzymes. All of these different nutrients need to be eaten in moderation. To see what you should eat to maintain a healthy diet, you can use something like this. The food pyramid shows that you should eat 6 to 11 servings from the bread group, 3 to 5 servings from the vegetable group, 2 to 4 from the fruit group, 2 to 3 from the protein and dairy groups, and to consume fats, oils, and sweets sparingly. Now on to... The digestive system's purpose is to convert foods into simpler molecules that can be absorbed and used by the body's cells. The process starts with the mouth, where the teeth crush and tear food apart, and saliva breaks down chemical bonds between sugar monomers and starches with the enzyme amylase. The crushed food goes into the esophagus and to the stomach through the contractions known as peristalsis. The stomach then produces some hydrochloric acid, which activates an enzyme called pepsin, which work together to digest proteins. These acids are actually strong enough to make holes in the stomach wall, which are called peptic ulcers. As the stomach churns and mixes the food and its juices, it turns into a mixture called chyme. This chyme enters the small intestine through the pyloric valve. After going through the valve, it enters the duodenum and mixes with enzymes and fluids from the pancreas, liver, and the lining of the duodenum. The pancreas makes enzymes that break down carbs, proteins, lipids, and nucleic acids. And it also produces sodium bicarbonate, which neutralizes stomach acid. The pancreas gets assistance from the liver, which produces bile. Bile's purpose is to dissolve droplets of fat found in fatty foods and is stored in the gallbladder. After the chyme goes through the duodenum, it goes through the jejunum and the ileum, which is lined with projections called villi. Villi absorbs nutrients from the chyme that passes them, but it still has to go through the large intestine, which absorbs the water contained within the appendix. If it does not do this, then you get the thing known as diarrhea. We also have an appendix, which doesn't do anything at all for humans, other than giving you appendicitis. That's all the digestive system. Next up we have the excretory system. Is, as the title says, excrete things. The main organ of this system being the kidneys. The job of the kidneys is to remove the urea, excess water, and other gunk from the blood brought to it by the renal artery. The clean blood goes into the renal vein, and the waste, now called urine, goes into the urinary bladder through the ureter. The kidney is composed of an inner part known as the medulla and outer region known as the cortex, which contains nephrons, which are independent processing units. The nephrons are the things that actually do the job of filtration, reabsorption, and secretion. When blood enters the nephron, it enters the glomerulus and flows into Bowman's capsule. This is called filtration. Most of the materials removed from the blood in Bowman's capsule re-enters the blood in a process called reabsorption. The stuff that doesn't return from reabsorption is called urine and is concentrated in the loop of Henle, where water is conserved and the volume of urine minimized. Urine is then stored in the urinary bladder until it is released through the urethra. The process regulates water content of blood, blood volume, maintain blood pH, and remove waste products from the blood. If your kidneys didn't function, then you'd have to go through a process of blood filtration, reabsorption, and secretion with a machine known as a dialysis machine. Well, this is everything that you need to know from chapter 38. Thank you for watching for the last time. This has been Matthew Suarez! Goodbye.
Duodenum.
Duodenum. After the chyme goes through the duodenum. And I was able to learn a thing or two about editing while we'll make. Ooh. Hello, I'm Matthew Suarez! Welcome to Quinn. No, we're not doing that.
You can't do it.
I don't want to do
Why not? You want to do it?
Because it's so stupid. Yeah. Like vitamin A. Oh my gosh. Like vitamin A. Like vitamin A. Like vitamin A. Which helps with the vitamin A. Like vitamin A, which helps that can be absorbed and used by the body's cells. The process starts with the mouth. I forgot to print a picture of the mouth. Which work together to...
Stop laughing! Jeez!